Hello viewers, today we are taking the video lecture series on the job role of cashier for class 9. In this job role, firstly we will take Unit 3, Customer Order for Goods. Session 4, Invoice. Viewers, we have heard many times the word invoice. Today we will learn about it in detail. This is a short session in which we will discuss number 1, meaning of invoice and its types. Number 2, an activity to understand identifying the types of invoices the retailers maintain. So, we will begin the session by understanding the meaning of an invoice. An invoice is a written and non-negotiable commercial instrument issued by a seller to a buyer. An invoice contains the date of shipment, transportation modes, prices, discounts, place of delivery, and terms of payment. Sometimes it serves as a demand for payment. Every invoice has a unique identification number, also called an invoice number. It is used as a reference number by both the parties, internal and external. Many times, the invoice becomes a commercial instrument for both the buyer and the seller. Now, let us look at the type of invoices. With the help of the figure, you can see the types of an invoice used in the retail industry. The heads of the invoices includes commercial invoice and retail invoice. Commercial invoice, it is the written document that notes the transaction between buyer and the seller. The invoice usually specifies terms and conditions and method of payment. It is also called a bill or sales invoice. A commercial invoice also helps in tracing the quantity of products available after the sale takes place. What is the use of commercial invoices? See, the following can be checked with the help of a commercial invoice. A. Invoice date. The date of the invoice represents when the goods are billed. It is also helpful in identifying the mode of payment, due dates, and due amount in the bill. Internal control. Charges on an invoice must be approved by the responsible management person. An invoice must match with purchase order and after reconciling the information. Payment is made for approved transaction. B. Retail invoices. The retail invoices are of the following types. A. Pro forma invoice. It is document of commitment from seller to buyer in which a seller promises a buyer to provide goods at specified prices. B. Consular invoice. It is used by the exporter of the other country. It is a written document submitted to the embassy of the country from where the goods are exported before the goods are sent abroad. C. Customs invoice. It is used by the exporter state in which the description of goods, quantities of goods and selling price, goods freight, insurance terms and condition, cost of packaging, conditions of delivery and payment, weight or volume of goods are mentioned. Among all the invoices, the commercial invoice is the most appropriate for retail operations. Now, let us look at the contents of an invoice. An invoice generally contains company information. It is required to have the correct legal name of the company, business address and business phone number. Email and fax numbers are listed accurately at the top of the invoice. Also, the payer company and payee company are differentiated by labeling each of them. B. Header. Be sure to label the document as an invoice in the header. This way, any confusion is minimized. C. Date, invoice number and unique identifier. With each invoice, the information about the company's respective payee and payer, date on which invoice is issued and invoice number of another unique identifier is given. D. List of goods and services. The listing includes name, date, rate, quantity of goods. E. Terms and conditions. Terms of payments are extremely important on invoice. Standard payment conditions vary with industry, company's preference and relationship with the client. F. Total amount due. The amount due should be displayed on the invoice. Apart from the information discussed above, the invoice may include some more information which is useful for retail operations. A survey on identifying the types of invoices the retailers maintain. Let's understand through an activity identifying the types of invoices the retail maintains. For this, you will be doing a field visit. Activity: materials required, pen, pencil, notebook and checklist. Procedure: the teacher should make group of students with 5 in each group and ask them to visit a local store or mall. The student should meet the manager and tell him the purpose of the visit and take permission for the visit. Conduct a survey. Prepare a report about the same in 100 words. Now I will give you some questions for survey. A. How many or kinds of invoices do you maintain in your store? B. What steps do you follow in maintaining the invoices? C. How do you maintain commercial invoice? D. What steps do you follow in maintaining commercial invoice? E. Is invoicing necessary for the customer? If yes, why? Here, teacher should check the learning outcomes of students from this activity. Now let's conclude this session with a quick recap summary today we have learned. We have learned the meaning of invoice. We have also learned how many types of invoices are there. We understood how to identify the types of invoices the retailers maintain through an activity. We have completed the 3rd unit. So, viewers, you have learned about this session in an interesting manner. I hope you have understood the lesson and have taken notes of important points through watching this educational video. See you in the next session. Till then, take care. Thank you.